Okay, today we are going to do some force velocity profiling with a collegiate basketball player. That collegiate basketball player is my brother. He's entering his senior year this upcoming year. Basically force velocity profiling is just figuring out, based off different loads, to figure out whether you're a force type of athlete or a velocity dependent athlete. And then it can also depend on also help you figure out what training you need to do, because obviously if you're force dependent, you're going to be a little bit velocity deficient and vice versa. I'll explain that a little bit more in detail a little bit later, but today we're going to do the testing, and the way we set it up is, the way Brendan's going to do it is he's going to do just body weight load for a counter movement jump, by the way. Body weight load, 10% load, 20% load, 40% load, and a 60% load. And we're going to do 2 jumps with each trial, just kind of figure it out. A quick backstory on his training leading up to this: he finished up his basketball season in March. He did some very general prep work after that, and then he's had a 2-week layoff from having his wisdom teeth removed. So his nutrition has been out of whack. He's kind of getting back into the game. And he just, finished up finals week and everything, so it's been really stressful on him. So we're going to kind of see, it's going to be very, very rough baseline testing, but it's good to see, and then we'll probably see how it progresses over the year. And take this with a grain of salt in everything we do here. We're using the MyJump 2 app on the iPhone. So we look forward to seeing the result. Okay, what's up, guys? We talked earlier about doing force velocity profiling, and I was going to explain it a little bit later. We did the force velocity profiling using a counter movement jump with a variety of loads, which we will get into here in a little bit. But we did it with a collegiate basketball player entering his senior year. So it's not like he's inexperienced with training. It's not like he's doesn't do this type of stuff. He's relatively experienced, entering his senior year. It was actually my brother, Brendan. So just getting into it real quick. I'll try to, and let me just, before I start, let me just get this off my chest. I'm learning as we go too about this stuff. I use the MyJump 2 app on the iPhone. I can't, validate how accurate it is. There are research articles out there, stating that, and I can possibly link them in the description for this video so you guys can take a look. But I just want to kind of we wanted to assess kind of where he's at before he starts the summer training. He's coming off a very general prep period and 2 weeks out because of wisdom teeth surgery, which we mentioned earlier in the video. So to begin, he had a body weight of 163 pounds. And with that body weight of 163 pounds, we did loads based off his body weight percentage. So we used 0%, which is obviously his body weight, 10%, which is 15 pounds, 20%, which was 30 pounds, and then 40%, which was 65 pounds. And the results were that he had an imbalance of 63%. And in short, that means he was force deficient. So to dive into that a little bit more in depth, there are different force velocity profiles, as you can see over here. So there's high force deficient, which is below 60%. There's low force deficient, which is 60 to 90% imbalance. There's well balanced, which is 90 to 110%. There is low velocity deficient, which is 110 to 140. And then there's high velocity deficient, which is above 140%. So basically what we know, and this is kind of obvious, we could probably didn't even need to do this to understand that having 2 weeks off, losing some weight, his max strength levels are going to be pretty low. His force is going to be pretty low, right? So, but we know that the training loads ratio for what they recommend would be 2 strength sessions, 2 strength power sessions, and 2 power sessions. I'm not exactly sure how they balance that throughout a micro and mesocycle, but you know, what we know, we can tell he needs max strength, right? So when we assess our goals for him for this summer, goal number 1 is max strength. Goal number 2, which kind of goes into max strength when you're lifting heavy and eating well, you're going to gain a little bit of weight, and his goal is to gain 3 to 5 pounds. And we're looking for lean muscle mass. We're not looking for, you know, bad weight here. We're not going to be he's not going to be out there eating pizza, you know, 3 nights a week or eating chicken nuggets type thing. It's going to be healthy eating, or relatively healthy eating. And then last, he wants to improve his standing vertical from a counter movement jump. He's always been a very, I guess, velocity dependent athlete. But he's still strong in the weight room, but obviously his force isn't there as much at this point in time. But with a 45-inch running vertical, we know it's there, but we need to improve the force and get a standing vertical up as well. So that just kind of covers up the force velocity profiling. Like I said, I'm learning as we go, but I wanted to get this video out there, kind of show a little pre-baseline testing to the summer. Leave a comment, you know, let me know what you guys think. Let me know more what you guys want to see on this channel. Be sure to like, subscribe. I appreciate you tuning into the videos, and stay tuned for more.